right, so we talked about our penultimate step, takeoff. Now we're just gonna do a little landing progression. Because the biggest thing I see is when I take off, when I jump, initiate the jump right here from my hips. So I take the center of my mass. Center of mass is the summation of all of my stuff, right? So I'm made up of mass. So my hands have mass, my arms have mass, my legs, my torso, right? So if I put my hands down, the summation of mass is about right here on my belly button. I put my arms above my head, it raises, right? So when I take off, the point of toe off, my toe leaves the ground, center of mass is about right here, okay? So I'm already about 3.5 feet above the ground. It's like when I throw a football, or throw a ball, when I release it, it's releasing from here. So if I take a line and draw down the ground, I'm at about 7 feet high. So I'm throwing a ball from 7 feet to my release point. It's going up, it's going to travel, come down. Now it doesn't come down to 7 feet high, it goes to 7 feet high, and then it goes all the way to the ground, right? So it continues to travel past the point of release. Same thing with long jump. When I release, I'm releasing here. So I jump up in the air, I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna come down. Now I'm not landing like this, because my center of mass is where it took off, right? I want my center of mass to be, my feet to be out, so that my center of mass comes down to the ground and continues on that traverse. Same with the football, it comes down, it hits that point, 7 feet, and then it keeps going at an angle. Same thing. So when I jump, I never want to run, jump, and land here, right? Because look, I want to keep going into the ground. So we can do a little progression, a little landing progression to get our heels out in front of us. So we start off, and we do what's called the sit drill. I'm just going to jump. I'm going to get my heels to touch the ground first, so I'm going to make sure I'm dorsiflex, which means curling my toes up towards my shin. All right, I'm going to land heel first, and I'm going to try to sit my butt to my heels. So I run. What I don't want is to land with my legs flat out. Because guess what? My heels land here, my butt lands way back here. Alright, so I do the sit drill, do it a few times, getting comfortable landing and letting my heels on my legs bend. So I'm here. Alright. So once I do that, now I'm going to get comfortable landing with my heels out, but getting my heels way out in front of me. Now, there's the accordion drill, which a lot of people are familiar with. It's where you run, you hit, up, feet up, cycle down, heels hit, push yourself forward, and push out. That's the accordion drill. There's a lot of videos out there, maybe I'll do one about that drill. But for this little progression, all I'm wanting to do is I'm gonna get my feet out in front of me and just extend and hold. So now, I'm just gonna over-exaggerate the forward hold. Now here, and I'm just gonna hold. Not doing anything with my arms, nothing with my legs. I'm just trying to keep my heels out in front as possible and then let them land and sit down. So I'll do that twice, come through, just try to hold those heels up. Alright. Now that I've held them up, now I really want to focus on jumping and then keeping them up, because that's kind of hard, because you jump and you naturally are going to start rotating down. So I'm going to jump, and now I'm going to try to get my arms up, and then I'm going to pull through here, through. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take my rib cage, hands put them on my ribs, I'm going to let my ribs touch my thighs. If I want to touch my toes, what do I do? Like this, right? But if you look at my back, it's all bent. How do I touch my toes? Well, it's simple, right? Take my ribs, touch my thighs. Guess what? Bend my knees, touch my toes. Can I come up? Yeah, maybe. What I do is take your ribs, touch my thighs. I want to try to do that in the air. So I'm going to aggressively take my hands above my head, biceps to ears, and then I'm going to sweep down and through. Now the way I'm going to do this, boom, boom. When I do this motion, I'm pulling my leg here and out. I'm not trying to fold like this. I'm trying to fold like this. Right? So I want to get that rib to touch my thighs before my foot extends out. Okay, so let me show you the difference. First, I'm going to jump and I'm just going to do this. Notice how it's hard for me to keep my feet up in the air. through, it's like hard to keep my feet up in the air. Now watch if I sweep down and pull through. Watch how easy it is to keep my feet up. They'll hold out more. Now, you notice on that video, hopefully I'll slow it down right here. When I land, right before I touch the ground, I bent to man and sat. So, I want to get comfortable sitting my butt down. And ultimately, we want our heels to land farther out in front of us. If I do nothing, then I'm landing, and I'm going to land like this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my feet to land here, and then I'm going to put my heels into the sand and pull my heels backwards to pull my hips to land where my sand lands. So it goes. So I'm going to do that motion. I'm going to drive, and I'm going to do a hamstring curl to pull forward. And I'm going to sit my butt right in here. Now, I personally sit out, so I go here. I kind of fold to the side, fold to either side, whatever's comfortable. Or you could sit in, scoop it out, let your butt just sit and slide right in. You could land and full curl out. There's a lot of different lands, and I'll do another video on this. But now I'm going to land, drive my heels in, and then aggressively curl. So I landed, I drove my heels in the ground, and I slid forward, and I was able to pull them forward and slide in. Now the biggest thing when we do this whole thing is if this isn't set up, it doesn't matter what we do here, because we don't have speed coming into it, then all of this is for nothing. You gotta go run fast, run far, jump far, and then we hold as long as we can in that position so we can put it together. Hold. Hopefully that looks cool.